part of our recording will not have audio. At least not proper audio. I forgot I needed to recalibrate that. So that's an hour and a half of footage that's basically without audio. Which I can't in good conscience put that up. I'll double check it and see if there's audio recovery, but if not, then, well, I guess that's an hour and a half that doesn't exist. It does exist in our memories, but not by much.
Well, nothing really happened so far, so it's not the
mostly
biggest
just
deal
business. Yeah, no big deal. Well, what about all the cool stuff? Like, what about basically the paladins who just got high for the first time in their lives?
Yeah,
what about our new arrival? What about the exchange between Thorin throwing an axe getting an axe thrown into the door next to him? Oh, anyway, so Adrik, you're awake. You're ignoring that, and so, I mean, are you at a standstill? You don't know which plan is better?
No, I'm saying that if he can find a way across, then sure, I'm down.
Okay, so, Thorin, you have to find a way across the river.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do here.
Okay, so...
I'll find
So, Earthroot, what is your response to all that? So you can roughly hear the conversation happening, that's the reason why he was banging on the door, was some weird adventure he's talking about. Going to some prison somewhere to break somebody out, and crossing a river, and
at some point I used Thorin's name during the conversation, so you
yeah, and Thorin, and you hear the name Thorin, and it's like
that weird guy.
Not only do I get a chance to figure out who the hell this Thorin guy is, but it sounds like a good chance to prove my worth.
Okay, so
you
just burst out of the door or something?
I'm gonna start getting dressed. I'm start putting my armor on.
Okay.
Getting equipped. So
that can be good timing here. So, like, as soon as you hear them start talking and you hear some of the conversation, you're already getting ready. So by the time they finish, you're ready to go. Like, you know, when he says, that's all I want to hear, you're already ready to get out of there.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the door, grab the axe that's now sitting in front of the door. Mm-hmm. Instead of lodged in it. Put that on my belt, and of course I have my other weapons, so, walk out of the door with my full armor and arms. It's like, so what's this about a prison raid?
So, Thorin, what is your first opinion? So, there's this, I don't know, is she of, let's see, taller or shorter?
She's human.
She's like wasn't she like 6 feet tall?
6'1".
Yeah, she's like 6'1", so she towers over you by a good foot. Like, if anything, she's like a good head taller than you. So there's this huge warrior woman. That's like, what's this about a prison raid? And it's like, so what's your opinion?
Who are you again?
The one that you rudely woke up and now owe me some more sleep, and I could go help with a prison raid.
I owe you nothing.
I don't know. This is an ungodly hour. No one should ever be up at this time.
See, she understands this, Thorin. I don't know why you don't.
Well, to begin with, I don't like to follow rules. Second of all, I don't like gods. Should I go on?
This doesn't happen.
He's being super literal because you said ungodly hours. Like, second, but I don't believe in gods.
Wait, what do you mean you don't believe in a god? Don't you worship a god?
Demon Lord.
To him, he's very direct. It's like, I worship a fiend lord. I don't worship a god. Technically, he's not a god. So, in his eyes,
true.
Well, in any case, an extra set of hands wouldn't hurt, right?
Well,
I'm gonna get a surprised look on my face, like, you really don't know me. I thought my name would have traveled through here by now.
I have not been in this realm for so long, so...
Yeah, that goes the same for me.
So they're saying they're new arrivals. They have no idea who you are.
Oh, we'll have to fix that. I am Niadra.
So bloop.
First.
Well, I'm Thorin.
Okay. And what was the explanation you were going to give after Nyadra the what?
First fighter to escape Glowspire. Just walked right on out of there.
So immediately she boasts about that, and it's like, so what's your opinion? That's a very valuable piece of information.
Burst out in the loft at that point.
Do what?
I just burst out in the loft at that point.
No, he's just laughing at that, so besides the laughter, what else is there?
Apparently crickets.
Yep. So laughing, and then everybody's like, there's like dead silence in there. Everybody's looking like, you boast this thing.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, so Tobias is like, yeah, sure you did, lady.
I was the greatest gladiator in Glowspire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like, so still crickets. I mean, they don't know what any of what that means. Now? Say what?
Am I awake?
No. So,
can I roll to wake?
Constitution. So, above 5, come on, that's easy. So, you're getting used to basically the bodily punishment. So, the one who is not getting used to it is Olga. So instead, now it's the reverse. Now she's the one that can barely wake up, and you're the one who's able to walk around normally. So, like she's holding on to you. You're simply just rising up, and she's trying to hold on, but like she's done, like bodily.
Shit. You okay there, Olga?
It's like, yeah, just I'll be fine.
Okay.
Then you can tell like she's extremely happy with herself now. Like, you know, everything went the way it was supposed to.
Snoo.
Yeah.
Aw, isn't that adorable?
Okay, so kind of up to the point where you realize that, you know, she might have clawed you a couple times. So I don't know. Do you want to check yourself if you see it? Because you see that her claws are out and she has blood on the claws, so that means she must have scratched you somewhere, but you're not quite sure where.
Wait, she's a worgen, not a werewolf, right?
Yeah, but still, she still has claws.
Let me check where the wound is.
Well, don't forget, in the Worgen starting zone, you actually get that from being bitten, so it does still apply there.
Yep.
I'm an animal, practically, so it does make no difference.
Let's see, she is not much of a biter, that's the only good side of that. If anything, she's more of a claw person. I mean, like, she's all about attaching to things and not letting go. Of course, that didn't help her because, well, she's exhausted. Or she's exhausted and you're not.
I just kind of shrug, and I check where my wound is.
Okay, so you're gingerly checking. That's perception. That's, again, an easy perception. I don't get why that's...
really have to roll?
It's giving you all the easy ones. So... mostly along the front of your torso. I mean, like, you see, definitely looks like claw marks, like whole slashes down your chest. There's a pretty bad one from your left bicep, from your left pectoral down to your stomach. So
I'll just rub a little of my hand on it and it'll heal.
Yeah.
Let's rub some dirt into it, you'll be fine.
So he uses some of his druid magic to heal up the wounds. I mean, you gotta look somewhat presentable, right?
It'll be fine, just rub.
And so, like, she's smiling as she's watching that. It's like, you sure you want to undo battle scars? I mean, isn't that what warriors are supposed to have? Battle scars?
Was this a battle?
It's like, it's like, yeah, sure. You conquered a beast that was trying to maul you. You could probably get away with saying that.
Okay, fine.
It's like, and it's like, notice how in most of these adventures they never tell you what conquered means. Conquered can mean a lot of things. Okay, anyway, so something is happening outside, and if you don't hurry, you're going to miss whatever's happening.
Well, I'm going to kiss her on the cheek, don my armor, and go outside.
And she's perfectly fine with just, you do whatever it is you do. She doesn't need an explanation, so long as you return within a couple days.
As long as I'm alive and breathing, fine.
So Alright, so you're outside. Are you near the... So... Both times, it's pretty much no, you're not. You catch the tail end of the exchange, which is Neadris, the one saying, do you guys not know who I am?
Oh, you.
So, oh, you.
Yes, me.
I see you found your way to the bar.
Deadpool, you filthy, disgusting mutate. Okay, anyway, so, found the way to the bar, now what, so?
Hey, Thorin. How's it going?
Yes.
What's going on?
I need someone to get us over to the other side of the river. You're most suited for it, so...
Yeah, I'm able to do that.
Alright. So this looks like the party of four has gathered.
What do you say?
So
Have you considered swimming or a boat?
Yeah, so Tobias is the one who laughs. Is like, you do realize how fast that river goes, right? You mustn't be around here. You're from around here.
Thorin just bursts into harder laughter than he was before.
I just wave my hand over it. I don't need to swim.
Okay,
Need
so...
us, Thorin.
Swimming's for pansies.
So the idea is that the river nearby, it goes a minimum of 6 miles per hour, which is, it's called the Swift Lake. Because it goes, it's not even a river. The damn thing is, 18 miles across? That's pretty big. That's like a body of water.
Yeah.
But it moves at 6 miles
like
per hour in
the
one
sound.
direction, so it's like, Jesus. We've
I'm gonna...
Yeah, we've been trying to fix that, but, well, we're not sure what's causing it.
Hey, Thorin.
Yes?
Could you make me a great sword?
Well, we need to
Is
head
this
that
really the
direction
time for that?
anyway, so...
So...
You give me a great sword made of adamantium, and
So-
I'll get you on your way as fast as
So,
possible.
Neandra, your opinion is that it's like, is this really... I thought we were going on a mission. Is this really the time for that? It's like, to make a sword... And remember,
I don't have-
swords could take up to,
that
12
point,
to
I just-
24 hours, so... That's
That's
another
at that
day
point, I
lost.
At that point, I just grab Spicoli by his shoulders, start shaking him.
Why?
Like, we cannot... Your greatsword, because the
Yeah.
obsidian is melted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, He's shaking you, he shook you a little bit, it's like, focus, We can't forge anything else because the obsidian casing that molded the adamantium, that melted through, so you have to get more. Or you have to find another metal that could withstand the heat.
Which is on the other side.
Would
Yeah.
mithril withstand the heat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently obsidian, although it was volcanic rock, the heat of adamantium was still too high, and it just melted right through it. The plating didn't last.
Can I do some... do I have any notes on metals?
Okay, so, of course, you kept notes from the forging process. Unless you weren't there for the forging process.
I was there every so
Yeah.
often.
He was
checking
there for
in,
parts
writing-
of it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it wasn't the
let's
whole-
see. Well, let's roll on it. So, likely you would have gotten at least the basic process down. About the advanced stuff, maybe not. Thorin would be the one who knows the ins and outs because he was there for the whole thing.
I know a
Yeah,
lot.
He didn't
then.
leave. I mean,
I'm gonna roll a history check to know if any metals can withstand adamantium.
okay, what metals can withstand adamantium? So anything from your history. Let's see, enhancement or not, that would be regular, which is can't go above 20, so it doesn't matter. So there are some, but many of them is like rare. I mean,
What's the
probably
best?
the easiest solution is adamantium can withstand the heat of adamantium.
So just make a cast.
So make a cast out of adamantium, which is like, how does one do that when you have to make the metal cast to begin with? And
Yeah.
the easy answer is you probably should have did that first.
Yeah,
Like
so
that should have been
either
the
way,
first
we
thing you
worked
did
in.
was make a cast out of adamantium, or make
Wow.
a internal furnace part out of adamantium to withstand the heat of adamantium.
Oh, we got what we needed from the first
Yeah.
part of adamantium, so...
Yeah, so you need to. So that's what you need to do now is make that casing. But again, it's like now is not the time for that.
Well, I
It's-
just need a regular greatsword at the moment.
Okay, so Adrik, you could help with that, kinda.
I'm basically saying at that point, like, just ask the town and buy one. They probably
I mean,
have some
just
from
go
Munashe.
ask Say, dude. He'll make you a dog greatsword. It'll be fine.
Gusk who?
Go ask Say for a dog greatsword.
Okay, a dog greatsword. What?
Don't you remember from last
Remember
time?
when I turned that dog into...
Wait, you still have that? Wait.
No.
Wait. You still have that item? Or did you...
No.
No? Okay. Oh,
I
it's...
think he turned the
Go
dog
ask
back
Say
and
to
gave it
polymorph
to
something into a
back.
greatsword. Great.
Yeah.
You know what? Can
The
I
truest.
alter?
Yeah,
Can I
the
alter
truest.
my arm into a greatsword?
The
That's a
truest
little far.
definition.
That's a little
of hit
far,
a
man.
motherfucker
It's
with
just,
another
are you sure you
motherfucker.
want your arm to be
Roll
a
a
weapon?
D100, see if I can.
You can't sleep with anyone if you have an arm weapon. Well, actually, no, that's not true
Well,
at
you
all.
could,
There's-
but
I
that's completely
have
wrong.
the ability alter self.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
alter
no.
self, that's different. That's limited, isn't it? It only lasts for a certain time.
Actually, it's unlimited.
Let me see
It is
that.
limited.
Let's see. And I thought you
It's
couldn't make
quite
weapons
limited.
out of alter self.
Alter Self can give you, like...
Natural
really
weapons. Okay,
natural
so yeah, you can use it to
natural
get natural weapons, but you can't use it to make like.
They're
But the
really
only
bad.
advantage it has is that the natural weapon is magical, so you can pierce a lot of defenses with that. There is a
Yeah,
problem though, and that's it is considered an unarmed weapon, which means it only does a D6, so that's real low for weapon damage.
I have things that boost my attack.
Yeah, so but you get the idea. Is you can do that. It's just there are nuances there. It's considered an unarmed strike. It's magical, and you get a +1, so you get but still, it's weak compared to an actual weapon.
wait, you said
It'll
it's an
do
unarmed
for
strike?
now.
Yeah,
I-
it would be
it'll-
just easier if you just stuck with wild shape and just shapeshift into a monster with a high attack. I think that would be easier.
Yeah, but then I lose my AC.
Yeah, very true, very true.
But then that.
Well, I'll look
Hit
at it
points.
this way, dude. There's going to be Legion where we go, and they've got tons of great
Yeah,
swords.
you could go steal
Yeah,
one.
That's where I got mine from.
And besides, you're walking
don't
into
blow
a
'em up.
Legion prison. I think there would be a couple dudes with greatswords there.
I mean,
Fine,
you can
let's
probably...
fucking go, you nerds.
So there, so Niadra, this is you're just idly standing by, and they're having this back and forth about a greatsword. So what is your opinion
just
about
say-
that? All this talk about swords. No opinion.
Yeah, just buy one from the town. Come on, dude.
Fucking, fuck it, I'll just grab
Okay, I
whatever
gotta refer to you by
greatsword.
Earthroot. Sorry.
I'll just get a great
not
sword
used
from
to-
someone who's willing to give me one as I'm walking
Or did you AFK?
Buy
towards
one.
the water.
Has he AFK'd? Has Earthroot decided to AFK?
I wasn't pushing the
button.
I wasn't pushing the push to talk button.
Okay, let's try that again. So they're talking about a sword, and it's like, okay.
I'm like, fuck it. And I just go outside, find someone who's able to get me one, and then I just head over to the waters.
Okay, so
Oh.
he just leaves, I
How
guess
much
he'll
gold
meet you
is
there.
How much sword does
How much sword does a gold worth?
How much
Yeah.
sold is gold worth?
That's 50, I believe.
There doesn't seem to be. Let's see. It is in the town, but it's not going to be cheap because these are rare commodities. These are something it's really in the hands of the militia. So
We
who
The,
captured the
s-
bandit? That was Adrik, right? No, that was Jangan.
No,
Jangan
that
had
was
captured a
Jangan.
bandit. And let's see. So greatsword. How much is
Great swords are 50 gold. Although
Okay,
we did
well.
kill a bunch of Legion in the town, so they would have had some.
Yeah, but
access
he's
to
like,
it.
so this is you meet a merchant, and he's haggling you, and he's saying you want great sword worth 60.
I look at him with all of my metal armor on.
Okay,
I'm like, you want to prevent
It's like-
me from helping this town?
it's like you help town like or not. You help, however, not my problem. You pay 60. So this man is he's very poor. He's clearly not intimidated by death or a man in armor, or he's clearly not intimidated. Period. It's he's very firm on his price. 60 or nothing. 60 or nothing. You get no sword.
I stare.
Okay, so Thorin, let's see. So Thorin, you're tailing him. So is everybody just tailing? Like, because he just walks out, and then Thorin tails him, and so Adrik and
No, I gotta talk to Frocko real quick.
okay, so you're gonna talk to Frocko and Yadra. Are you gonna tail the rest of the party? Because Thorin just walked out after Spicoli.
I have excess gold.
So everybody just walked off.
No, wait, Spicoli.
Don't forget your
Yeah, I'm
button.
gonna follow.
Okay, so you're gonna
Thorin
follow the
because,
rest of this. So you're with Thorin, so you're behind him.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's these 3 intimidating figures, and he's not intimidated by any of them. I mean, like I said, he doesn't seem to be afraid of death.
I'm just gonna walk up to the guy and be like, so tell me, where did you get this sword?
It's like, when Legion invaded, I stole it.
Ah, stealing. Well, you wouldn't mind take.
Wait, what?
From who did you steal it?
It's like, from who else? From Legion.
How can a man steal from the Legion?
It's like, you killed them. Captain killed them. I took what was on ground.
So
So it's our spoil since we did it.
No, it's from the town, but not from you. So the militia should have it.
Okay, so you're making some sense to him. He's not quite sure. It's like, so he tries to repeat, it's like, you pay 60.
If he pays 50, you give him the sword and we'll forget about us.
It's like, no, 50, 60.
If you do not, and now I'm gonna intimidate him.
Okay. Nope. So, like I said, this man is not intimidated. This man is not intimidated by death.
Roll
the
it.
challenge anyways.
Okay,
Wait,
so-
whoa.
Challenge,
wait.
he's not intimidated by death.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
There was a thing in my list that had intimidation in it.
Okay. So you gotta go above 20. It's like, this man is not intimidated by being killed.
He has to roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom
16,
save?
DC 16, yeah.
Okay, so...
He has to roll above 16.
What? I was AFK. What's happening?
Okay, so...
Some poor man out of a
Isn't
pit.
It's like, he's getting, like... But he realizes that, you guys are just as stubborn as he is. It's like, alright, 50.
Okay.
So...
I throw a sack of gold at him.
Okay, so... And he appreciates that, and he just hands you over the sword. The sword is of somewhat good quality, but it's like, he didn't do any repairs to it, so it's got some chips on the blade some places.
How long would a repair
run
take
my-
if I tried it?
I
Say
run
what?
my hand across.
How long would a repair take if I tried to repair it?
It still would take time, but, Spicoli's going to do something. Probably he's going to use prestidigitation, if I had to guess.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna run my hand across and cast mending.
Or mending, whichever one. Well, cast it. So, you're casting mending. So since it is a single object, it is considered a single break or tear. But but there is a catch in that not longer than a foot. Would a greatsword be longer than a foot? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Greatford's like 5
I just
feet.
do it like
see,
a couple.
can we do it for this? You'd have to expend a little bit more power, which means how much? What was the slot? Is mending like a cantrip?
Yeah.
So likely you'd have to cast it as at least a level 1 spell. So you use a level 1 spell slot.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is you're extending it how much you're doing. So you actually have to use magical energy to do this. You can't restore magic, so you can physically repair it. So the sword is back to being, back to pristine. Do you do any test swings, or do you just sheath it, or what do you do?
Test swing around the area.
It's like... And so he's looking at that with superstition. It's like, oh, witchkin. Okay. You take sword. You go. You go. So, although you didn't intimidate it with physical presence, he is intimidated by magic, because they're superstitious.
Oh.
Okay, so, and he's kind of like, he's trying to hurry you along. It's like, I don't need witchkin messing up my business.
Do not call me that.
Okay, so it's just this is a term. He's not trying to be. It's like no offensive, just only term I know. So you go.
Magic user. Say that.
Okay, so It's like, yes, magic user. Now go. So.
I'm basically telling Spoko, like, where are we gonna meet up? Because Adrik is not here.
Waters, docks.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not that far behind him. I just need to talk to Rocco for a short time.
Okay, so
Back to the tavern.
Niadra, so you're saying go to the dock. Where the hell's Thorin? Thorin, where are you going?
Back to the tavern to get Adrik.
Okay, so
If he's not with us yet.
Niadra, are you still following them? I mean, like, it seems like they're all going in random directions. Like, what are these guys doing? They're going everywhere. So now you're in the middle of the street. You see Thorin's going one way. You see Adrik going there. You see Spicoli going the other way.
I'm gonna go towards the docks. I did hear them say they were gonna meet there. After all,
Yeah, so is this one of those you're gonna tail Spicoli, or are you just gonna walk on your own accord?
sure. I mean, I can. I'll go on my own.
Okay, so you're gonna go on your own. Seeing everyone take off, it's like, yeah, let's go sightseeing.
I would like to know if there are any like tugboats or anything that can be pulled.
Not that it would cross that. Not a lot of things are seaworthy here.
Oh.
Okay, so Adrik, you're talking with. What are you talking with Rafraka about? So we're not really like Rafraka. I'm just lying down, and it's pretty much you walk in. Oh wait, did you knock or did you?
I thought he was in the bar.
No, he's not in the bar. He's in his own room.
Shit. In that case, I talked to the
Okay.
the bar dude.
So what about So Say's at the bar. You see Heartflame does kind of a wave. The main thing is that you can see that she's basically exposing herself like as much as possible now. She's not really being subtle.
Okay, I ignore that.
Okay, so so did you even look? That is so you're like you take a quick glance to the right, or is it like you get caught, or what is it?
No, I'm just ignoring it.
Okay, so you're just ignoring everything and going straight for the barkeep. And then you hear off the side, it's like, wow, that's so indecent. What's gotten into her?
I continue to ignore it. Hey, bar guy,
Okay,
can I store stuff with you?
It's like, that depends on what you need storing, sir.
I just need to store like 60-ish pounds of metal. Just find a closet somewhere.
And he just a gasp, was like, what, 60 pounds of metal? Where are we going to store that here?
That much.
Wait, so he's like right next to me, right?
Yeah, I'm just standing next to you. Hey, safe, by the way. Good morning.
I just do this on the wall.
Yeah, so on a wall. Okay, so she opens a shadowy door. She opens it, and you see there's a bunch of metal and shit in there as well.
Oh no, this is completely empty.
Okay, so another empty one. So you should see a flat, empty room, and what do you say to him?
Say, are you suggesting you'd store this for me?
Obviously.
That would be wonderful. Thank you very much. I want to put the 60 pounds of metal in there.
Alright.
Also,
So metal
if you see
stored
anyone-
now. I guess she's the only one that can reach it now, so you'll have to come back to say to get it again. So you guys do your exchange. You know, Adrik, you get rid of your poundage. Say you add that to where your demiplanes are, and so forth. And make sure it's a separate one because you said it was separate. All right. That business aside, so Thorin, did you see like Adrik do all that, or?
Probably not. I probably came in like.
It's like where's Adrik? Where are they?
I'm probably just looking for him, not asking anyone.
Okay, so they point you in this direction. Like you burst in and say, "Where's Adrik?" And then Godfrey's
No,
like,
I don't say that.
"No, you don't say it."
I'm thinking it.
You're thinking it. All right, so you're not even going to talk to anybody. You just
No, I'm just gonna look.
okay. So perception then. This is you're looking over a whole bunch of people.
But
Like-
I'm walking around as I'm looking. So
Like I said, you're still looking. So
I'm not hiding at all.
I forgot his perception sucks. All right, so he's looking around. He's checking your room. He gets to like here, and he's like he could be staring right at you and notice you. Like
Okay, this wasn't going to take very long, so I'm just gonna buy, say, a drink or two, and then head towards the docks.
It's like, and Heartflame takes somewhat offense to that. It's like, whoa, are you trying to drink my mate under the table?
No, not at all, actually. Just thanking her for doing that for me.
It's like, alright, where's my drink?
I passed one of the drinks that Adrik bought
for me. It's like, thanks. It's like, see? She knows how to treat a lady.
Anyway, if you see anyone who's up for an adventure, I'm going down to check out that lead on the magic wand.
Hey, the rest of us are going to go do that thing where we're breaking out your father from the prison. Why don't you just, come with us to do that?
You forgot the clause. The clause said only 4. So.
Well, that was the general guideline.
Okay. Breaking orders, eh?
Well,
I mean, it's just a clause.
Alright, sure. Yeah, it is just a clause, so... So say, what is your opinion?
Trick. There was said 4 pull, but say super stealth, so...
Anyway, yeah, say would be a good option.
I am a fucking god at stealth.
Okay. But would you go?
Fuck it, no one's joining me.
Okay, so it's like, might as well go on this other adventure.
That's the spirit. I think they're headed towards
and so like and so you see Lane, like, you see Heartflame casually lean over and say, you sure you want to go with someone who just tried to get you in bed with drinks?
Says the person who's practically naked.
It's like, oh, ha ha. See, like, she's just downs the drink. And as you notice, Rang likes to hop between shoulders, so like he hops over and he's looking at Adrik. Like, he's got some sort of, like, and it's kind of uncomfortable because he's looking at you with 5 eyes, and it's like it looks like he thinks you have malicious intent, so he's making sure that if you do, he knows of it.
I just, pinch the bridge of my nose.
Yeah, and he casually just, Rang just says, this man is not a threat. This man is not a threat.
Well, yeah, that's pretty obvious.
And it's you can tell it's dismissive, like, you couldn't hurt them even if you tried.
Thanks for that.
Yes, so it's like you hear Anna laughing inside your head. It's like, wow, that is probably the funniest thing I've heard so far.
Well, that's just what he thinks.
Okay, it's like, you sure?
Oh, there's a party in your head.
Okay, so...
telepathically.
No, he's trying to keep it inside his own head. Like, when Anna's talking, he tries not to say aloud. Alright, moving on. So, Thorin, did you hear any of that exchange? This is another perception challenge. So, on your own, you couldn't find it. But then this huge conversation happens.
10, you can do it, man.
Yeah, making this huge scene at the bar. Okay, so, yeah, now you know it's Adrik up there. And apparently they're calling him, like, he's a fiend. He's trying to drink other women under the table by buying them drinks. Yeah, at least that's what the barkeep's opinion is, and that's what some of the bar people, the patrons, are thinking. Is like, man, this guy's a deviant.
Whoa, hold on.
Yes. So at least that's what they're thinking.
I'm basically going to walk up to Adrik, like, you ready to go?
Yeah, sure. Say wants to come with us too.
Yeah, but only say Rang and Heartflame should probably stay behind.
Well, Rang's a familiar, not a... Well, I don't want to say not a person, but...
literally die if he stays away from me for too long.
Wait, say that again?
He's very inept.
Okay.
Well, then Rang can come, because he wouldn't attract that much...
Yeah, it's a raven,
to him. But Heartflame, yeah. Especially in this
It's
state.
like, aw, you gonna go to someplace without me? Fine.
I'm sorry.
It's like go, and it's mostly she's playing. It's like, go on your adventure and lead this poor, unprotected woman at this bar stand with these horrible people.
I have full confidence in you to take care of yourself.
It's like, it's like, you just tried to drink me under the table. I don't feel comfortable with your confidence, Adrik.
And at that point, I basically just walk up to her like, Yeah, you seem to handle Legion pretty well, so why would you have to not...
It's like, oh, shut up. You're not making this any more fun.
Well, you're just giving me a headache.
It's like, alright, go on your adventure thing. Just whatever.
I wave and then disappear.
So... Okay, so you go into stealth. Yeah, obviously, because I don't think any of you have a perception that's able to go that high.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, nobody, like, she's basically a master at stealth now.
They're probably all heading out to where Scully is, so...
So everyone's heading out, so everyone...
all of them.
What about... Let's go back to Earthroot. So you have to do... I don't know what you have to do. I guess that's perception. It's like, alright, where's the dock? This is your first time in this town. So it's like...
Yes, it is.
It's above 10. Hope your perception goes above 10. If not, then you're about to get lost.
You could have just tailed Spicoli.
Yeah, but she wanted to go... Yeah, this is a...
Or
this
I
is
could
a-
roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
Pure luck.
She could basically navigate. I mean, she found her way out of Glowspire. I think finding her way around town is going to be easy. So she understands the natural flow of towns. It's like, alright, so, these streets are probably uniform, which means I just have to travel this street just to get to the coast. And then all I got to do is just look around the docks. So you easily find your way there. You're probably the last one there because you went sightseeing. I mean, you're getting a feel for the town. You're seeing that, this is a very poor town. There's a lot of poverty on the streets. People are trying to work as much as they can, but a lot of them are emaciated. They look like they haven't eaten right. So
like I said earlier, I'm quote unquote sightseeing because the only sight worth seeing is me.
Yeah, but you're not caring. Like, you're seeing what's going on around you, but you're not really caring. It's like, you're more thinking about, I wonder what glory I could get from this adventure.
These people look like they could use some cheering up. I need to do something awesome.
Yeah, so what do you do? As you're walking by, so...
Oh, just make my way to the docks. Apparently no one really knows who I am here, which...
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's like, it's so strange. How did these people not know me?
So, I'm going to have to find some way to make them know me.
So what are you going to... So you only have a limited things that you could do while walking. So what are you doing while walking to kind of do a flourish as to say, this is what I am. I'm this person.
I don't really have anything I can fight here. Before going out to the docks, I'm going to see if there's anyone who wants to try and fight me hand to hand. I don't want to hurt anyone, especially not someone that could be a fan, but
So,
yeah.
You start wrestling.
Well, obviously there is one. Let's see, is it from... It is from the character roster, which means I likely know who it's going to be. So, you see a man kind of leaning against the wall. Like, if anybody knows who this character is, he's not supposed to be here. so
Someone's
it's like he's leaning against the wall, and it's like, I'll give it a shot.
Well.
So he's not even moving to like rise or anything.
No, that's not
So you said fight hand to hand. He said I'll give it a shot, but he's not moving anywhere or anything.
All right, well, I'm going to stab my glaive into the ground near me.
Okay.
And get ready to fist fight.
So you just put down your weapons. Like, he has to take off his coat because his coat is apparently like he's got a firearm in the coat, and he's got a couple weapons in the coat. So he takes off his coat completely, and he just gets into like a brawler stance. And so he cocks a smile. It's like, ladies first.
All right, I'm going to... I'm not actually going to strike first. I'm going to try and circle and get a feel for what his abilities are.
So that's exactly what he's doing. You're both just circling, and you've drawn a crowd. I mean, everybody stops what they're doing because they see that He just dropped his coat and he's in a fighting pose. You're in a fighting pose, and it's like, okay, what is happening here? This looks kind of entertaining.
Hey, Trig.
All part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, nothing. You just said, "Hey, Trig," and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened there?
That was weird.
Yeah, all right, well, since there's nothing coming out.
All right.
What?
Yeah, you said, "Hey, Trig," and now what? So what is it?
Cut out.
Apparently.
God damn it. Fuck this keyboard, man. What I said was I'm trying to implement some magic into this blade.
Okay. Well, while everything is happening here and there's a fisticuff fight happening?
Yeah,
that's what you're focusing on?
Yeah,
that takes hours. I wouldn't do that right now. Most of the stuff does take hours. This isn't something you can just happen, like, immediately.
Yeah, imbuing magic and weapons usually do
to make it permanent, and
rest.
plus the regents, it's like you don't have any of that.
Sorry. Can I figure out how to do a temporary buff?
You can do that in a combat situation. But it's like temporary usually means like an hour, which means it'll be used for that battle and that's it. So I wouldn't put one on right now. Maybe later.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, so everybody seems to be watching, including your party members. They are all seeing that, it's a fisticuffs fight. And it's like, so he's got, it's like, so what made you want to fight this fight? It's not every day that somebody just calls out for us to beat each other with bare hands.
You look around, the people here need something to entertain themselves. What's more entertaining than a fight?
It's like there's a couple answers to that, but yeah, fight does get the blood pumping. So you're just having a casual conversation, and neither of you seems to be moving. Like, he's not going to throw the first punch. It doesn't seem like you're going to throw the first punch. So you're posturing, and the crowd's getting restless. Like, they want the fight to commence.
Well, give them what they want. So I'm going to take first swing then.
Okay, so
I'm used to fighting. I'm used to fighting defensively because of.
Are you using strength to do a powerful blow, or are you using dex to do a more accurate blow?
Strength.
Okay, so strength, you're doing a powerful blow. So you just roll strength. So this is his abilities versus the other ability of the character. So he throws a strength. He tries to move out of the way, which didn't seem to fly. Ah, damn it! I forgot. He's not a
NPC.
He's not an NPC. He is a character.
Oh, is he one of the characters that?
Yeah, he's one of the characters that didn't make it. So, so I have to do it from his page. So he barely gets out of the way, but he takes a good amount of the punch. So
he almost.
Where'd you punch him?
Center mass. Not trying to do any permanent damage. Just a good.
Yeah, you hit him center mass. He tries to roll out of the way of the punch, but he takes a good amount of the blow. He almost falls down, but it's like he's definitely winded. It's like, oh, you're a lot stronger than you look. Wasn't expecting
a lot of
that.
people make that mistake.
So he's getting
Wait,
up.
a lot stronger than I look. I'm 6'1".
Yeah, like you said,
Okay.
it's but he wasn't expecting like that level of strength, like that base. Let's see, did it? So there is definitely bruising. So like he's got one hand on his chest. It's like this definitely feels like there's a bruise there.
I'm gonna follow through and take another swing then.
Okay, so while he's now, so take another strength.
It's not kill stealing.
So yeah, you just no mercy, just follow up. And so where's the follow up going?
This one's gonna go towards the jaw.
Okay, so
No,
again, that one just like now he's on the ground like in an instant. So and the crowd is kind of cheering because you basically took this man out in like 2 blows.
Punch.
I'm gonna step back, give him a moment to recover.
So he recovers pretty quickly because he's kind of a brawler too. So he gets back on his feet. Definitely bleeding. Like he spits and you see that there's blood in there. So you might have knocked something loose. It's like, wow. Well, that was unexpected. So, let's see. What type of blow? He's going to go for a more accurate blow. He's not going to try to be he's not going for strength, he's going for more precision. So he's going to throw a dexterous punch, which apparently didn't fly. There it goes.
I'm not going to try and dodge it, but I'm just going to try and take it.
If you take it, that's a strength. That's Constitution. That's a save. So does his return punch EVI con save, does that even hurt you when he punches you? So no, you just stand completely still, and you take the punch like it's like, are you really? Are you bothering to fight, or?
I'm gonna laugh in response to that and simply say, "My turn."
Okay, so let's see if for that he has an opportunity to do one more. It'll hit the same dex. But still, it's like he punches you like 2 more times, and it still doesn't do anything. Like with the same fist, and it's like
con save and see if it hurts.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. Like it didn't hurt the first time, and the other ones didn't go above 20. So like he hits you 3 times in the chest, and it's like, really, are you bothering? And so you do a return blow. So which is just it's another sledgehammer blow, which likely he can't get out of the way of.
I'm getting some damn good rolls on this.
So second time it's like he kind of gets out of the way, but where are you aiming?
I'm gonna aim for the chest, for the gut this time. Okay, nothing below the waist, because
So yeah, he's definitely doubled over. Like he's on the ground in front of you on his knees and like doubled over.
I'm gonna give him time to recover. I'm not one to hit him while they're down.
He's like he's
fight for your life.
He's definitely he's getting up rapidly, and he's got a hand to his gut, and he's got he's getting some bad bruises now.
Can't tap out.
It's like so no, he's not going to. He's going to continue anyway. He's got one hand is on his gut. He's going to try to throw another hook. This is another con, so it's like he gets up rapidly and he throws a punch again. But again, you just take it like
I'm not going to try and dodge out of any of them. I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah, so he again does this time he punches you and then he moves to the left. He moves to the left and he punches you underneath your arm, as you're standing there.
Oh, so he jukes around my cover?
Yeah, so that one you do feel. How do you feel after that? So that one, it feels like, that one hurt a little bit. That wasn't...
He hit me.
He hit you between... Arm. Yeah, he hit you under your left arm.
In the rib?
Yeah, or wherever. So it hurts when you get hit there. So, he gets a blow in, but it's still... How to do con save? How are you feeling after... So you got hit there. And it's like, is it painful enough where... Oof. Yeah, that's a hurting blow.
Yeah, that one.
So
that one hit something good.
Yeah, it hit some. It feels like it hit something, and not just that. It feels like there was something else in that. That was just It felt like something went into your body when he did that punch.
Wait,
so this is you're now. This is another dex save. This is dex save now, because this is now you're having a hard time standing. So let's see. Can you keep yourself upright, or is it? You're now falling some direction. So, yeah, you are going to be on your knees. And so, at the same time, he collapses too. And, you're both on your knees. You're both somewhat winded. The crowd has gone deathly silent. It's like they weren't expecting that. They thought, this is one-sided. He's going to lose. Then he does one punch, and it seems like you're both on your knees.
I'm going to check the wound, see if there's any bleeding or any puncture wound.
Okay, so perception. Anything that looks like the buff 5. Come on, that's easy. If you fail that, I will laugh. Okay, so no, this doesn't look like there's a puncture. It just there is a bit of a bruise there, but
it hurt.
Yeah, there's a bruise there and it hurts to touch, but it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with where you hit. It seemed like just a normal punch, but yet it felt like something searched through your body.
Detect magic.
So
all of of the people we did that.
It's like,
Alright.
he's trying to breathe through. It's like, all right, I got one in. You got more in. I think that's a good end of that.
I'm gonna rotate my arm, like kind of I don't even know if that's the right term.
If you're both down,
What are you trying to do?
hit while you're down.
Like where you, if your arm is sore or something, how you like rotate it to kind of.
Oh yeah, you can just roll
work it out.
So,
Yeah.
well, your arm's not sore; it's just your side hurts. So,
I'm aware of that. She's aware of that. She's trying to play it off.
okay, so you're just rolling your shoulder, like that didn't really hurt as bad as.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand back up slowly. It's like I'm ready to keep going if you are.
It's like,
If you want to tap out.
and it's like, he sees you getting up. It's like, well, he can't back out of this fight now. So, I guess you're both stubborn. He's still gonna go at it. So,
I am gonna try and turn my right side toward him though, so he's not able to strike that point again.
okay, so you're now leaning more towards the right side, and he smiles. It's like, I guess that hurt a lot more than he did. So, again, he's still holding a hand to his stomach because he's still reeling as well. So he's basically fighting with one arm.
I'm gonna go and take another swing.
Okay, so I don't even know if he can. I don't think he can actually physically dodge any of these.
I don't know how.
I don't think it's possible. Yeah, how do you keep getting such accurate strikes? So again, it's
they're rolling correctly. I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So, but again, it's like
You're just lucky.
extremely accurate. Where are you aiming?
I'm going for the jaw again.
Knockout punch.
Okay, so yeah, that's a knockout punch. That's he takes one more and he's not getting up again. I mean, like he does a spin and he's basically on the ground on his face. And
You hear a ding ding sound.
what does that say? Doing that, making that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, so or are you gonna have Rang? Rang can imitate that sound. Is it gonna be coming out of Rang's mouth?
No, I'm using a minor illusion.
So, and you just hear this you hear this cheer go up as they see like he got knocked out.
I'm gonna bask in that for a little bit. Just kind of like arms up in the air. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm great.
Okay,
Don't feel bad.
So
After a few moments,
you see what you see is somebody's trying to push through the crowd, and he finally does. And he's at the man who just went down. It's like, boss, come on, man, get up.
Hey, boss.
So, and like he's shaking him, and then he like splutters, and he's trying to get back to his feet, but he doesn't manage it. Like he gets halfway there, and he's on his knees, but he can't get any further up.
I'm gonna go help him up.
Okay, so
I slap both of them on the backs and use cure wounds on them both.
Okay, so let's see. So Neandra, say just that she taps you on the L, she slaps you on the back, and you feel that the pain's gone and whatever else happened is undone. What about on the other one? And so Graz just kind of gets up now that he's been healed, and so he turns around and offers a hand. It's like, that was a hell of a fight.
It was good.
Don't
feel bad.
It's like, who are you?
I'm amazed no one still knows who I am. I am Neandra.
Okay, so it's like, well, I'll definitely remember that name.
Really?
Really what?
Just surprised that still no one has caught on to my name yet. I thought I would have been more well known here.
It's like, well, we got a lot of people coming and going. Maybe if you stick around long enough, we'll get to know you as well. Still, I guess I better head back to where I need to be. I probably shouldn't even have been in here, but, well, things happen.
He suddenly went.
So he goes for his coat, and he just picks it up, puts everything back on, and starts walking the other way.
He's always had that accent.
I'm going to pick up my glaive and... Do I need to roll a con save for getting slapped on the back by this big motherfucker?
By who?
Thorin.
By Thorin? I don't know. Do you?
Slapping her on the back.
So, yeah, just
I'm trying to not slap her as hard as
Trying
I
to not
normally would,
murder
but
slap her.
You don't have the choice in that. You have to make you basically have to make a dex save. Or not a dex save, con save. Now, remember, I don't even think you could succeed that, because his max strength is like 42.
No. I'm this time I'm trying to not hurt her, so
Yeah, so...
He's trying.
Yeah, and like I said, you don't have a choice in that. Like, your slap is like...
that.
Okay, so you got a 20.
Instead of 42.
Can you get a high enough roll this time? Close. So you're kind of knocked a little bit forward. I mean, just he's got massive strength that you didn't even expect. Like, he slaps you on the back, and then you see, like, it's almost irresistible for us. It's like, wow, this guy's really strong.
Still, for a +4 in con, I've been rolling damn well.
Pretty much.
So
you can keep upright. It's just you get pushed a little forward from getting slapped on the back.
I'm gonna try and play that off as well.
Okay, so Adrik, what's your opinion? So you just saw a fisticuffs fight between a person you didn't know and a person you do know, and it's like now you know who this person fully is. Someone you know that she's a very tough combatant.
And all that was up without a weapon.
Yeah.
No, I can.
That was
That's
without a
something I
weapon.
can respect. I can respect sub fist fighting as a monk.
Okay, so and Sunbra, you know, I guess everybody else is just waiting. So, are you going to continue on your quest?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so how on earth are you guys planning on? So, Spicoli's the one waiting at the docks. That took a quick amount of time, so I would say that took about 20-30 minutes for that whole thing to play down. Actually, let's roll that again. So that took about minutes to happen. I mean, that happened very rapidly, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Just a really quick, brutal fight.
It's like 3 minutes around, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a very quick, brutal fight.
And there wasn't but, like 10, 12 punches thrown?
Yeah, so it was because each blow was an extremely strong blow.
Yeah.
So that's why the fight didn't last that long. Alright, anyway, so we're on the coast now, what? I mean, Spicoli, you're the shapeshifter. What is your plan?
I'm gonna look at this group and be like, sigh, and then...
Okay, so... what, just that they spent the time to... That's a crit fail, so you're trying to be stealthy now, but it's like, Rang, it's like, is that really necessary now?
Wait, that's a crit fail?
Yeah, that's a crit fail, so...
For say it is.
For say it is. She has a minimum of like 28, so it's like, wow, it's ridiculous.
It reminds me of my sniper in Roll20 Future. I had a dex of 20, or dex of 30, sorry.
Okay, good times.
I'm gonna look at this group, think what animal would be able to compensate for this many people. Then I'm just gonna jump in the water.
I don't know, what animal would that be?
And turn into a giant shark.
Why just not turn into a bird?
Just, so he's gonna become a whale? A shark or a whale?
An animal that big.
Okay, so there's a lot of animals that big.
Might actually, hold on, I might have a person that's able to fly.
Okay.
Why not just cut it down the middle? Turn into a whale shark.
Okay. Sure, why not? So.
Hold on. A giant eagle is huge, right?
Let's see, yeah.
Okay, and then I'll be able to comprehend this many people.
Okay, so he does. The only one who hasn't seen him shapeshift is Niadra. So he's basically shapeshifting. Like he just steps on the ground and you see his body start to morph into that of a bird, of a giant bird, for that matter.
Huge.
Yeah. So.
Birdman.
Okay, so what is your opinion on, now he's shifting into... This man who is in full plate armor is shifting into a bird.
Unimpressed. I've seen worse
so
in
you've seen better. Alright, so your face is plain as like this guy's turning into... So he's now a bird. You will be weighed down a little because, well, there's 4 people. Normally you can only carry 2. You're carrying 4. So you'll be moving at least, let's see... at least a 5 penalty, so that instead of moving 60, you'd be moving 50. It's a little bit less distance.
Because
again, it's a little bit heavier. It's not that much of a difference, but it's still like heavier.
Okay, I'm like swinging my head, like get the fuck on.
So he's a bird
already
man.
climbed on.
Climb right on top of him.
So
Well,
again, the
climb up.
irony of it's a bird riding a bird. It's a bird riding a person riding a bird. Because it's Ring.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So everyone's in. So Neandra, it's like, this is not uncommon to me. I've ridden birds before. You're just trying to play off that this is new.
Yeah, just playing it off. I'm gonna do my best to never appear surprised by anything. It's just like, oh, that's
Okay, that's all right. So now we're on the
that's something
overmap.
I've seen.
This would be Spicoli because he's the one that's doing the flight. So, are you going to? The idea is not to fly over Glowspire because you don't want to fly over Glowspire.
Where
How
on the
close
map
do
do we
we
need
need
to
to
go
get?
exactly?